It's Legends Collector. This is my first video for a review. This is the ZongDong fake Marvel Legends Iron Spider-Man. And it's pretty decent. It's got more old school Marvel Select articulation, but the head moves around on a ball joint. Could come off pretty easily. And then the arms rotate around. Double jointed elbow. The hips, you could do the splits. There's really no rotation down there. They can kind of move a little bit on the joint that's in there. Double jointed knees. No ankle or wrist articulation or torso articulation. The arms move at 3 points. Here it can come up and down. Here it kind of stops there and there, and then they are in sockets, and they just look like that, and then they pop in there, and they can rotate in on that as well. He's pretty tall. He's about 7 inches tall. So Marvel Legends are usually just a little over 6 inches. Here is him next to the real Marvel Legends one. Notice he doesn't even have the thwipping hands for Spider-Man, which is kind of weird. So we'll switch to the box. I'll show you that as well. That's the company logo right there. So I asked, the reason I asked the seller on eBay who made the company, and they said that it was a company called ZongDong. So I researched them and looked them up. They don't have a website. It doesn't show up in Canada or the US. But if you do an image search of ZongDong, you get fake toys for like Disney cars, Marvel, Star Wars type kind of merchandise, and so I'm assuming that's what they do, is they make like knockoff toys, right? So that's not licensed at all, even though the seller on eBay said it was licensed. So on the back, since we're here, it's got a picture of Thanos and then a bunch of the other Avengers: Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, War Machine, and Black Panther. On this side, it's got Spider-Man on it, which it's really well done, you know, like some Marvel Legends kind of have like images like that. And then on this side, you got the window the window in the box, and you can see the figure in there. It's got a stamp in there or something, and it's kind of holographic. Marvel Legends don't have that. This is usually a little smaller on Marvel Legends. It usually comes down a little bit more than down about here. And it says collect them all. Marvel Legends don't have that either. On the top, it's got Marvel and then some Chinese characters there. And then just Marvel, Avengers, Infinity War, Avengers logo, same right there. And then on the other side, you have Thanos. Like, the artwork is amazing on this box. Like, it's really good. And then on the bottom, it says 2016 Marvel on it, which is strange because it's not copyrighted. It's not actually a Marvel product, or so they don't have that the rights to do that. So while asking them, I figured out that this figure, I've seen this a lot online a lot. I watched a review of this figure as well, and this figure is done by ZongDong as well. They had the seller showed me the packaging when I was asking about it, like if they had any other figures in it, and this figure was the one they showed me. So its articulation is a little bit better. His head is kind of not as much as a Spider-Man, but he's got, shoulders that can move out, like, not too far. He's got a bicep swivel. double jointed elbow, a little bit of wrist rotation. This side's broken on my wrist. He's got an ab crunch that kind of does a little bit of movement. No waist. He can almost do the splits. Double jointed knee. And then he's got like a weird ball joint on here that like barely does anything. And the cape is also removable. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can take his cape off, but then you're stuck with this like slot in the back. But yeah, so this company makes fake Marvel figures in roughly 7-inch scale. So like they would fit in with more Marvel Select rather than Marvel Legends. But they're like, these are the best fakes I've ever seen. Like, I don't understand how they're able to, you know, make the paint as good as it is, make the articulation as sturdy as it is, and how Marvel or Hasbro hasn't sued them for using their product, like, or like, you know, their images when copywriting something that's not theirs to copyright. So yeah, they're fantastic figures. If you don't care if they're fake and you want a Marvel Select Iron Spider-Man or a Vision or any of the other ones, they have Hawkeye, they have Black Widow, they have Captain America, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch. They're all in this scale. And they all come in either the box I showed or a Civil War one that's kind of just the cardboard back with the plastic on it that you can see through. Nothing fancy like that, but the artwork is still amazing on those as well. So if you want figures in this scale, pick these up. I highly recommend them. They're amazing knockoffs. Like, best I've seen ever. All right, bye-bye.